Good to see you. I know you almost didn't make it here tonight. Thank you for coming.
No, it's difficult to fly in an ice storm, I've learned.
Yeah.
And so I ended up stuck in Philly. Missed 2 flights, spent 7 hours at the airport only to be canceled twice, which is fun.
Yeah, that's good times. Did you get to see the premiere of your show on television as it aired last night?
I did. I was a little bummed at first because the cast and the producers had an event, right, here in LA that I was supposed to be at. But I ended up having like a really beautiful premiere with my little boy and room service at the Four Seasons in Philly, and we just kind of curled up and watched it together, and it turned out really nice.
Wait a minute.
But you know, so I found something funny. Watching the show with him, he was jealous seeing me play a dad to other kids. Like, he kind of would shield himself. Whenever I showed affection to my children on the show, he couldn't deal with it.
Wow.
Which is an experience I've had with girlfriends. When I've had to and not only that, I also play a potential murder suspect, which I guess is... But it is a murder mystery for the family, so...
Right.
And at the end of the premiere, he said he wanted to watch the next episode.
Oh, wow, okay, all right. So he's starting to enjoy your work. Now, let me ask you about this, because you posted this photograph in which you appear to be cutting your son's hair.
Yeah.
Well, whose idea was this?
Well, I mean, you know, he loves when you were a little boy, I hated sitting in the barber chair. Yeah. I hated it. And so I think he thinks it's cool that I do it. And I used to cut my own hair. And it's not because I'm cheap. If that's what you're getting at.
I wasn't getting at anything. I figured you had the $9 for the kid's haircut, but...
Yeah, but you know, when I was young, I was a little bit of a punk. But I used to cut my own hair. I would dye my hair a lot, and being a dude and in between jobs, I just, wasn't really worried about the consequence and would just
do it, yeah. Yeah, see, that's when you know you're cool. I am not cool enough to take a risk like that. I would never do anything like that. I once tricked my cousin Sal into letting me cut his hair, but that's about as close as I got to it. When you say you were a punk, were you like a punk rock punk or a punk kind of guy?
Well, when I moved to LA, I was 19 years old and I had almost no money, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of disposable time. There were lean years. The jobs didn't come fast and furious. And my friends Seth Green, you guys know Seth Green?
Of course, yeah.
Awesome little red-haired guy. And
very funny guy, yeah.
And Breckin Meyer, who's also in Clueless and Frank and the Bash and all that. And the three of us, we used to get up to some activity you could classify as...
Like what? What would you do?
I mean, it wasn't that... We were really obsessed with light vandalism. Examples of which are... Well, I guess a primary focus became... You know how when, a used car lot, or there used to be Kong Video on Ventura Boulevard that had a giant inflatable King Kong on top of it. We wanted to unplug we had an obsession with unplugging inflatables on top of buildings. And so we would sneak on, we would find ladders and things and go up on top of these buildings and unplug inflatables. We also broke into the Sherman Oaks Galleria. It's a big mall.
The mall? Really?
Yeah. But we didn't steal anything. We would go into, like, the Nordstroms and rearrange furniture. or you know how every mall has the big, giant Christmas display or a massive Easter bunny?
Yeah.
We would find those and, like, take weird pictures with them.
Wow, so you were actually doing interior design.
And then... But the only place there was a little bit of an aggressive streak to it was sometimes if we'd lose a job, and then there was promotion for that movie or whatever it was, we may have removed a bus stop poster or two, or...
Oh, because you didn't get picked to be in the movie. Oh.
Yeah, we might have unscrewed some lights on a billboard, so...
You guys were out of control.
There were far less distractions back then. There was no Twitter and Instagram, and we had to make up our own.
You had to do your own thing, yeah. I am Jimmy Kimmel. If you like that, subscribe to our YouTube channel to get all our latest videos before they die and go to YouTube heaven.